All right, so the last video we just went through the different properties of logarithms. So some problems that you're going to see, this is preparing us for our final destination, which is having the ability to solve equations involving logarithms. We are going to practice those properties. That's all this is. So what I want to do is I'm going to take these two logarithms and I want to separate them. In fact, I'm going to do this first one. Then I would recommend you pausing the video and giving a good attempt at the one in green and then seeing how you do. So first thing I'm going to do, I cannot do the power rule yet because I have two separate things here. So first thing we are going to do is the product rule. X squared and y cubed, they are being multiplied together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give them each their own logarithm. So I've got the log base a of x squared. The product rule says I now add the log base a of y to the third. And now the power rule says these powers can now go down in front and become coefficients. So the 2 becomes 2 log base a of x, and then plus, and then this 3 becomes 3 log base a of y. So what we've just done is practice the properties. Try this one, the log of x squared in the top, and then y times z in the bottom. And then when you push play, we'll see how you did. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I've got this quotient. So I'm going to say I've got the log, I did not put a base, so it's the common log. So I've got the log of x squared minus the log of y times z. So I got two other properties to use here. I can use the power rule on this x squared. Then I've got to use the product rule. Now, one point of caution. I've mentioned this before to you in class, and I'll mention it again before we're done with our semester together. Whenever you have a minus in front of something, don't forget to distribute that minus sign. So what I have here is I've got 2 log of x minus, I'm going to use some parentheses so that I don't forget to distribute. Then I have the log of y plus the log of z. Okay, this is my product rule that was in the bottom, but since it was in the denominator of the fraction, I've got to subtract that whole thing. And so what that gives me is my final answer is 2 log x minus log y minus log z. The next video we're going to do in just a moment is we're going to take something that's already separated and we're going to scrunch it back together.